Hi, I'm going to take this off so you can see me. Uh, I'm Gail Minogue. I'm the numerologist, and I'm talking today about these times with all this pandemic going on, and people who have lost their jobs, or not literally lost their jobs, they've been furloughed, or they don't know if they're going to be able to come back to their jobs, and they're working from home at different hours. So the whole composite of what we used to think of the workforce is changing. But that's part of this change that I've talked about that's been going on since 2008 with this big, huge transit, Pluto transit that goes to 2024. It's always about death and transformation. That's exactly what we're going through. We are going through death and we're going through transformation due to this pandemic and due to its circumstances for the last 12 years that have helped set it up. So we're in the dying phase of this transit, but it's really now we have to expose all the stuff that wasn't working. So how do you personally work with all the stuff that wasn't working now with this new system that hasn't formed yet, but I call it the void. And when you jump into the void, you don't know anything. But it's the time when you are your most creative. So the void is good because it will make you start thinking of the things you can do versus what you have been doing. And every one of us has a life path number, which you know from, if you've listened to any of my other YouTubes, you know it's your month, the day, the year, all together is your life path number. So that cannot be changed unless you go around and cheat and lie on your birth certificate. The date of birth is the learning lesson of this life. So it's road number whatever, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And so you're on that road for the rest of this life. So that can't be changed. And then your name, the entire name at birth, registered full exact at birth, doesn't mean you like it. That full birth name is your destiny to where that road is to take you. The trick is, how do I do this road to get me over here? And so, well, that's what I do with people. But it's through these times when we have been doing, quote, jobs that we are all of a sudden bounced out of the picture, or we just got laid off, and your night is going to lay off so many and so many more over here, so many thousands. What are you going to do? You're going to look at your chart and you're going to figure out really what is my true work versus my right work, and there's a big difference. How can I be creative given these set of circumstances while I stay on the road I'm on that I'm supposed to be on? You may not have even been on the right road. You may not have been in the right job. You want to take a bigger step back and digest this and process this from a higher viewpoint. Is it like a fly on the wall and say, given this set of circumstances, knowing what I now know, what would I do? What could I do? What do I like to do? What brings me joy? What's easy for me to do? I had a woman who went through, her husband died, and she was a homemaker and had not worked, but she could bake, and she was able to, and I think I've mentioned her before, she could go to one of these certified kitchens or certified spaces like a professional kitchen, certified or by the health department, and she could use it for so many hours a day, and she could make things there and then distribute to the public. So she did, and she made her best brownies and cookies, and they went from hair salon to hair salon. Well, now they're all closed. So now what do we do? How can we use that in another way temporarily till we get through this period? And this period is going to close a lot of businesses for good. Even Pizza Hut filed bankruptcy, Brooks Brothers filed bankruptcy. That doesn't mean that there won't be any Pizza Hut or there won't be any Brooks Brothers, but someone will buy it out and keep the name. But you know what I'm saying. It's that you have to come up with ways for creating income for you that is more in line of what your true destiny is and what you love to do. And the secret to finding out what you love to do or what's easy for you to do is in the vowels of your name. In the vowels of your name is that secret part of you that other people really may not know about you, that is easy for you to do, you love to do, you like to be in that sea of energy of that. So that's there. So your name can really be a direction for where you could go during this pandemic. So you want to take it very seriously. I don't know if a lot of you have done private sessions with me, and got you out of the weeds or off the side of the road, get back on the road. And same here is now. What can we do now? Those people who only could do business in person now find a way to do business not in person for, say, the next year. How can I create income? And the other thing to look at, if we get to the point where we're much more aware, we know that we can create income or money or abundance in very unusual ways. It's just, we can get overpaid, or it's all about the attitude you take and the gratitude you take right now. So you want to know what's your true work, not your right work. Most of us just do our right work, and it worked until it didn't work. I always say it works till it doesn't, and then it didn't. Now what are you going to do? And there was no backup plan, especially under these circumstances, where the best thing you can do is go to a grocery store or the pharmacy, tra-la, or drop something off, but you can't go in. I have my vet, you pull into the parking lot and you call that you're here, and then someone out comes get your dog and takes it in, and then you talk to the vet on the phone, and then your dog comes back out by somebody, and you pick. So it's all a new way to do things. But nothing lasts forever, nor will this period. But what do you have to do to get through? You have to know to help yourself. So you're going to invest money in something. You might as well invest it in yourself, okay? And put behind. Because when you do a session, it's real clear. It's real clear. Don't go that way, go this way, because this is a dead end for you. And in your name and in your date of birth is all your timing. For all you know, this could be a 9-year for you, which everything is supposed to complete and end. And if it's a 9-year, I don't care what you start. You could start a hamburger stand, it doesn't matter. It's not going to last, but do it because it doesn't matter. I say people who lose their jobs in a 9-year, do anything you want. Sell your jewelry, go make cookies, do anything you want. Just get more technology, get more knowledgeable in technology so you can use it better and better and take advantage of it. And find ways that you can do things now with a set of circumstances you've been given. It's like a guy who loses his right hand. What is he going to do? Stay home? He's going to know how to use that left hand better. And that's what we have to do. Here's the set of circumstances. Thank God for YouTube. Thank God for Zoom. It's an imperfect condition. It's not perfect. It's not forever. Nothing lasts forever. Everything changes. So we're going to be changing. A lot of things will start to improve in January, but how do you hang on? You get smart about it, okay? You get smart about it. And you don't fall apart, right? We're not falling apart in this. We just don't know how. The other thing I find out, most people, they won't say the what they want or what they're going to do. They always concentrate completely on the how. And so it doesn't work. How am I going to do this? How do I get this money together? How can I pay the doctor? How can I pay the rent? How do I make the mortgage? How? What is it you want? And let the universe know what you want. This is what I want. I want this financial obligation handled under grace and efficiency under grace, easily and effortlessly. I will do my part, but I expect the unseen world to help me. You cannot do this without it. I don't care what Elon Musk says. It came first from an idea to make his car or make his rockets. It came from the invisible world, folks. Your blueprint is from the invisible world. You need to learn how to talk to it. I talk to the invisible world like it's my business partner. And I say, you expect me to do this, and I'll do this and this and this, but then I expect divine assistance to help me. It's complete faith over fear. And most everybody now is in dead fear. They're afraid of not having money, afraid of getting the disease. They're afraid of, I don't care. So people are angry, scared. They get out there and they make fools of themselves. And they have hissy fits in grocery stores. They have literally hissy fits. They have tantrums. That's what I call them. They have tantrums. But now they're grown up, so they can do damage. They can punch somebody out, throw food around, products around, curse and say bad words, vulgarity. It gives them an excuse to have a temper tantrum, which they never outgrew. So I talk about that in another video. I talk about maturity and America learning to be mature. So Best thing you can do to help, one of the best things you can do, get out of fear, okay? Understand you don't need to know how, you need to be very clear on what. It's not your job to know how. It's your job to get very connected to the invisible world. And I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about the invisible world, the divine intelligence, whatever you want to call it. And ask for what you want. But if you don't know what you want, you're just going to go around in circles and struggle. We don't want that. It is a lousy way to live. It's lousy. Let your life path direct you. Let your destiny direct you. Let your vows direct you. Don't be frightened, okay? Look at your timing. Is this the timing when you do this, or is this the timing when you do that? It's all given to you. So stop bemoaning, okay? And understand this is only a moment in time, and this too shall pass. I think it was in the 23rd Psalm. It says something like, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. Okay, so the optimum word through that passage is through. Yea, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I don't stay for coffee. I'm not visiting the neighbors. I'm going through it. Just like you go through anything in life, you go through this. Okay? Get out of fear. Concentrate on the what, not the how. Okay? Look at your blueprint. What is it telling you? That will be a big help to you. We're in a 4-year. There's a lot of lightness starting to come a little bit in January. Okay? There'll be a lot of change. Who's ever in Washington at that time? It doesn't matter. Yes, it does matter. Of course it matters. But it doesn't matter in the bigger scheme. There's going to be change for anybody who's there. Much change in next year, which is good. Good. So I will leave you with that note, and I look forward to putting on my mask again. They're very annoying. I don't like them. But so what? I'm not asked to like them. You know, we don't grow when it's comfortable, folks. We do not grow when it's comfortable. Talk to an oyster. It can't make its pearl without the sand. Okay? Look forward to GailMinogue.com. Get my book, Divine Design. If you need a session, I'm here for you. I've done a lot of sessions with people who just really are frightened by this condition, and I understand it completely. My husband had it, and I understand it completely. I understand the fear. I understand the inconvenience. It's really a pain in the you-know-what to stand in line for everything. It just makes my legs ache. But pace yourself, okay? Just pace it and take care of yourself. And thanks again for listening. I send you much love, much blessing, and much wisdom. Be smart, okay? Go into wisdom and smart, and don't go into fear, okay? Thank you for listening again. Bye-bye.